off 20 days, it'll fucking kill him. But you just know you're fucking him up.
Yeah.
Like, you know that it's not healthy to just see your dad for fucking Tuesday.
Yeah.
But there's no middle ground. There's no like,
oh fuck, you know what, dude? Back in the day, they used to fucking used to die. You know what I mean?
I saw my dad sometimes on Sunday if the Bucks were playing.
My dad had to go fucking do cattle.
Yeah.
Fucking, he had to bring cattle to Kansas.
My dad was in the Civil War.
I haven't seen my dad in 6 years.
Yeah.
Fuck these fucking kids now, dude. You know what? You're out there trying to make it. It's really trying to make it so you have crushed ice, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So you can walk up to a fridge and get water and then crushed ice.
It's all about crushed ice.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get you guys crushed ice.
That's it. That's fucking it. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. And you know what? Later in life, they'll fucking know it. And the time you do spend with them is fucking magical. And your wife is probably the shit. There's no way I'm feeling guilty about trying to get these motherfuckers crushed ice.
Yeah.
You know, like my wife, it's like, bitch, you know, sometimes I come home and it's like, you know, I was thinking it's not. You like the fucking TV, right?
Yeah.
You like this apartment I bought you right in Hell's Kitchen in Manhattan?
Yeah.
You like all this? Yeah. Then fucking shut your face. I gotta go. I gotta go here. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I got a trooper. She's a fucking soldier.
Oh, yeah.
She gets it, but every once in a while, it's like.
My wife's a trooper.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I love my wife, man. I never. You know me, dude.
Yeah.
You know me, dude.
Yeah.
You know me from back in the day.
Fucking therapy must have worked for you.
Dude, you know what a piece of shit.
I do.
What a hunk of garbage I was. I mean, dude, I remember fucking literally having my dick in a chick's mouth as they're saying my name. You guys ready for your next act?
Like,
fucking. All right, give it up. Fucking. And then fucking just tap her on the head and fucking run on stage with a half a chubby.
Oh,
you know what I
never had that. That never like I never had the sex part of like the closest I ever came is I remember Tammy, the girl that worked at Boston.
Which one?
The fucking blonde waitress.
I don't know. I remember the hermaphrodite I hooked up with.
Who was that?
We'll get into that. Who's Tammy?
There was the German waitress.
Yeah.
And then there was Tammy.
Okay.
It was the blonde.
Okay. You fucked her?
Yeah. And that was like the closest I ever. That's the most.
You're on a fucking TV show. Let's be relaxed. I don't want this out here.
No. I was young. I was like 26. I was 26 when that happened. But yeah, we're gonna have to go through and edit this podcast. No, I'm kidding.
Wow, you weren't with your wife back then.
I was
single.
Yeah, I was single, but that was the closest I ever got. And then moved out to LA, and I fucking fell in love. Just was like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, I remember, dude. You were like a relationship guy.
I'm a relationship whore. Like, I need to be monogamous with one person. I couldn't, like, I was obsessive. Like, one night stand, and then all of a sudden you're just checking your dick. You're like, what the fuck? Like,
I used to love that. I used to love the fucking AIDS roulette. I love that. I love fucking panicking. That was part of it. Yeah, I shouldn't do. Feeling warm cake for fucking 8 seconds, and then worrying about it for fucking 5 months.
For 8 seconds, and then worrying about it for 9 months is the perfect analogy.
It was so beautiful, man. But it got to the point where you're either going to be that guy at 50.
That is exactly what it comes down to.
Yeah.
You're either that guy at 50 or you fucking make a decision. And I did not want to be. I remember sitting at the Improv bar looking down and seeing the old guys there. And in between the old guys and me was Gary Valentine.
Right.
Gary Valentine's Kevin James's brother. He was old. He's older than Kevin, and he was single, and he was my friend at the time who I partied with. Him and Jimmy Schubert were there, and I looked at the two of them, and I was like, that their next step, if they don't commit to someone, is that old guy at the very end of the bar.
Right.
And I was like, fuck, I can get out of this early.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting married.
Well, I mean, getting married is not for everybody, but it definitely got to the point for me where I did everything else, and I was like, you know what? It's more of a challenge right now, personally, psychologically, spiritually, to try to become this guy. Yeah. And try to deal with those fucking demons. Because, you know, all that shit was demons.
Yeah.
You know, I quit drinking and using drugs, but I went to sex and food and all kinds of other shit and cigarettes, you know, as underlying causes as my addictions.
Yeah.
So, but, you know, when it was at that point where everybody was like, dude, you're a piece of shit. Let her go. Just move on. Be a piece of shit. You can't change who you are. And I was like, what the fuck? Really? I can't. I have to.
They would never say that if it was heroin. They'd never go, just keep using heroin. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like if it was alcohol or drugs, they
Right.
would never be like, come on, man, you can handle it.
Right.
Like it's. You're right. You're totally right. I think you made a good choice. I'm glad you.
Well, I absolutely. As of right now, I almost fucking dumped her on Monday. Went to fucking. We had to get kitchen cabinets at IKEA. I almost fucking gave her a hot boot and right out of the car doing 65.
I can't imagine doing home projects with you.
You don't understand. Listen, I said to her, I go, look, I'll pay for it. Just you get whatever you want. But she's got me at IKEA to save $400 to pick the cabinets up.
Yeah.
It's like it's worth $400 to fucking have somebody do it. Do you understand? I don't fucking do this shit.
Yeah.
I play video games and I tell dick jokes.
Yeah.
I don't fucking rent a van and lug shit. No
Yeah.
offense to those people, but those people are those people.
Those people are those people. I don't do that shit. There's shit I do and there's shit I don't do. Okay.
The shit I do and the shit I don't do. I'm gonna hurt my back, pull the rib muscle. This fucking twat. And then, and there was there was 900 boxes, by the way. 900 boxes. I had to call Colin and hire my old door guy, this big black dude, to come over and unload it. Sat in tunnel traffic for a fucking hour.
Yeah.
Literally put the car in park in the tunnel. She doesn't know how to use a fucking map. It's like I tell her, I need directions to where we're going to pick up the tiles and shit.
Yeah.
She has an iPhone 4. I bought her. It's a fucking supercomputer.
Oh my God, my wife does the same fucking thing. I go, tell me how the traffic looks. It's green. We get on the 101, it's red. I go, you're looking at fucking Burbank Boulevard. Next, you're looking at Barham. We're looking at the, fucking makes me crazy.
I said to my wife, I go, tell me where to go. She goes, well, I don't know. I go, you're looking at a fucking map. Not only a map, it's a fucking map where we are on the fucking world. Not only that, there's a blue fucking dot that tells us where we are.
That's
and then there's
us.
a red dot that says where we're going. And in between those fucking lines, in between those two dots, is a blue fucking line that tells you, go this way.
Yeah.
If you're on the blue line, on this street, on the fucking map, you're the fucking blue dot. You're going the fucking... How the fuck... Don't you know what that fucking is?
Yep. We went to go buy a bike, me and my wife, and I put the directions on my iPhone, our house to the thing. Halfway there, I go, will you just tell me where I'm going? She looks at it and she goes, well, first of all, you're going the wrong way. So I go, okay. She goes, take a left. And then as we're driving, I go, man, this fucking bike shop is right next to our house. The bitch took us to the green dot. She took us back to our house. I go, what the fuck are you doing? We're going to the red dot, the fun alley.
I almost, listen to me, dude. I don't know how she can cook a fucking turkey. Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
She can make a whole thing. She knows how to take a fucking bag of old breadcrumbs and make stuffing that will knock your socks off.
Yeah.
Okay? She knows how to make pie from scratch. All this crazy shit. And you can't read a fucking map. And it's not that she can't do it, it's that she doesn't want to fucking do it. She doesn't want to do it. It's that my wife doesn't want to focus in enough and fucking...
Do you think women were like that in like the 1800s when you'd come home and she'd just be like, well, the well's broken, and you're like, what do you mean? She's like, well, well's not working, can't get water, we don't have any water.
No, women back then, women.
You don't think that's something that goes on with women?
No,
and
women
then
back
men
then
had to come and fix it, like the horse is dead.
No, because you died back then. You died.
Yeah.
Or you got hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
There was consequences. There's no more consequences.
Yeah.
You're not going to die if we don't make it to IKEA.
Yeah.
And I can't throw you out of the truck doing 60. But you know what I mean? Let me tell you something. You know how many women would have died back in the fucking 1800s if they had cars? You know how many women would be fucking kicked out of a moving vehicle? Like, listen, I think we shouldn't go fucking... They'd have fucking dead woman highway. Okay? Trust me. There's no consequences anymore. And I got look, I love my wife. I would never want to fucking...
Yes, I love my wife too, by the way.
She doesn't know how fucking crazy I am.
Yeah.
And we were in the tunnel, and it was 30 minutes into this traffic, stopped, and in my head, I was seconds away of becoming Bill Bixby and just leaving. Yeah. And you can keep it all. I don't care about any of it. I'll go to Vermont and make fucking wood carvings.
Yeah.
I'll live in Burlington, Vermont. I'll leave. I wanted to get out of the car and leave. Like, just, I'm out. Bye. Yeah. Where'd Bobby go? Don't know. I don't know. It's been 4 years.
Yeah.
And then maybe she'll walk in like with some other dude, maybe Norton, fucking 10 years, and I got a beard and I'm up in Vermont and I'm fucking making wood carvings.
By the way, I didn't know you were such a good fisherman.
Oh, yeah.
I've been watching the Opie and you adventures of fly fishing.
I'm an angler, my friend.
Why didn't you go out with Paul when you were in...
Who's Paul?
Paul Castronova.
Who the fuck is Paul Castronova?
From Paul and Ron in Fort Lauderdale.
Well, no.
He's a big fisherman, too.
Yeah, he's deep sea.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that shit.
Really?
I'm a fly fisherman, man. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
I'm an angler.
Yeah. I love hearing you say that. Like, I'm an angler.
You have to, when you fly fish, you have to go out and find what they're eating.
Yeah.
And then match the fly.
And you make your own flies.
No, I'm not a fucking weirdo.
I thought it said in the thing that you made your own flies.
No.
Is Opie any good at fly fishing?
He's good.
Really?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's a quick study, man. He picks it up quick.
Really?
Surprisingly, yeah. Believe me, I was hoping that he would just fail. But he was actually casting better than me because we were doing a different type of casting. It's called stripping it, where you huge flies.
Yeah.
Because the fish are like 26 inches, and you have to hit the bank, strip it 1, 2, 3, pull it back up, do the same, and then he picked it right up. And I took me a couple minutes, but yeah, he's good. He's good. But fly fishing's the shit. I could never go fly fishing with you. I could never. You'll laugh.
Why?
Because you laugh. You'd be, first of all, you get
Bobby,
drunk.
there's a bear. There's a bear.
Yeah, exactly. There'd be something would happen with you. But I want to talk about a couple things before we did this, and I love this podcast because there's no rhyme or reason to my podcast. Yeah. I love just hanging out and yapping.
I love it too.
Just like if me and you met in a fucking Starbucks. Yeah. There's no fucking rhyme or reason to...
It's the same conversation we have.
But there is a couple things I do want to hit. Your show...
Yes.
Which is on Travel Channel.
Yep.
Which I was really excited. You know, later in life, the fear goes away. You realize you're not in competition with anybody. And you actually genuinely become happy when you see your friends, nice people, good guys, actually get on and have some type of success. I was happy with Hurt Bert, which was... I don't know why that didn't go. That
was the greatest show that no one ever saw.
God.
Like, I mean, you couldn't get funding for it now. You couldn't make the show. Insurance wouldn't. They'd never let you make that show. Where we were fucking swimming out of the cage with great white sharks.
Explain what the fuck.
Hurt Bert was. I would take a dangerous man's job for a day. Yeah. Like, so I would go in. I was an MMA fighter. I fought 4 Gracies at once. I was there. They choked me out. Just beat the shit out of me and choked me out. And I was like helpless. Great television. I was a dominatrix gimp. Totally nude. Just basically shot a dominatrix porn, and it just got tortured, cattle prodded to the balls, you name it. I was a rodeo clown where I got my ribs broken and my foot broken.
I remember you did the what's the other one? The football one.
I was a professional football player for arena.
You had to catch it,
and I literally just got.
You had to catch it. You had to return a
I had to return a kick, and I was a quarterback. Here's what happened on that one. I was an idiot because they were like, "You're going to be the quarterback," and I knew very quickly that my offensive line wasn't going to defend me. That they were just going to attack me. So what I did is I was like down, set, hut, and I took one step back and I sprinted up the middle, right by all the linemen who were, and I ran right into the end zone. This is at the end of their practice, right? I run in the end zone. I spike the ball, cameras come in and follow me, and I start doing a touchdown dance, and I'm like, that'll be really great. And then all of a sudden the defensive coach comes out and he's like, "What the fuck is going on in here? This guy's a comedian and you let him blow your doors off like that? That is why you're not starting." And grabbing him by the face masks. "You better have this guy on a stretcher by the end of the day or every single one of you, I want your uniforms." And I was like, "Oh, I just made a mistake. This was a big mistake." So the next play I'm like, "Hut," and these guys fucking lit me up like I owed them money. Just big big buck motherfuckers just and I can't. I think I got a concussion that day. I'm pretty sure. Like if you watch it online, it's on YouTube. You'll literally see me get destroyed. So then
there's nothing funnier than seeing somebody get the wind knocked out of them now because the noise.
How do we get out of here?
There's nothing.
Oh, it's fucking
funny.
so real.